part of the government is already decided, that is Prime Minister and Deputy. And now we decided to appoint the ministers of Finance, the Minister of Defense, and the Minister of Home Affairs. And the names for these three are: Finance will be Mr. Lim Guan Eng. He is also from the DAP. Then we have the Minister, the President of Amanah, who is Mohamad Sabu. And then the fifth member of the top leadership would be Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. He's next to me. He will be Minister of Home Affairs. This depends. I haven't said. Oh, I forgot to say. Sabu is the Minister of Defense, and fifthly is Minister of Home Affairs, who is Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin. We have not named the 7 other ministers. There will be 7 other ministers. We have listed the names of the ministries, but we request the parties, the 4 parties in the coalition, to submit 3 names from each party for the consideration of the Prime Minister. So the final decision as to the person, as to the minister and the ministries will be made by the Prime Minister. But the Prime Minister, of course, will not only accept the 3 names, but would, where necessary, hold consultation with the heads of the parties. Of course, there may be overlappings and things like that. That will be sorted out and decided by the Prime Minister. Now, that will be the 10 first cabinet ministers. We want to have a small ministry cabinet of 25 members. Now, although we say it is a cabinet of 25 members, there may be a necessity later on to have ministers coming from Sabah and Sarawak, and maybe some other organizations. So we have a place for Sabah and Sarawak, and again for Sabah and Sarawak, we need to find out their stand. As far as Sabah is concerned, the Warisan Party, headed by Shafi Abdal, have indicated that they fully support the Prime Minister in the first place and the government set up by the Prime Minister. So actually now the numbers will increase in terms of the government party. Now, having determined who would be the initial cabinet of 10, to be followed by other appointments to make it up to 25, reserving certain places after 25 for Sabah and Sarawak, we realized, of course, that many of us have less experience or no experience in running a government. We need some expertise on this. Of course, the expertise must come from people with knowledge or previous knowledge of administration or being in the government or having held some responsible posts. And we have decided to set up a council of elders, who will, or other council of eminent persons, who will do the initial studies of submitted by the officers or other parties. They will do before they prepare papers for the cabinet. This is in the old days, of course, initially, or rather, eventually, the papers for the cabinet will be prepared by the ministries. But in the interim, before we have a proper ministries going, we need to do investigations on a lot of things. Some of these things may involve the ministries and the personnel themselves. So we need people who are not involved to be vetting and studying reports being made either by the ministries or by certain bodies which we will consult. We will get all the data on various organizations, including those running government funds, and also some of the ministries which may have been involved in some of the previous government's misdeeds. So this council of group of eminent persons would consist of Tun Daim Zainuddin, Tan Sri Zeti Akhtar Aziz, Tan Sri Hassan Marikan, Mr. Robert Kok Hopnian, and Professor Dr. Jomo Kwame Sundar. These people, you only like Jomo, don't like? Okay, never mind. So these people will study a lot of things, submitted to them later on things that have been happening over the past years from 2009 until now, because we want to take action if necessary as quickly as possible.